Alright friends, inside this video topic, we'll discuss a very interesting concept and that is how to create the product page layout by the help of product component. Let's go back to browser. So inside last video, we had done like the layouts creation, for example, this navigation bar, all about the redirections using React Router DOM and all about the settings of this home component. Now this time, we'll discuss the interesting concept about settings of this product layout. So for this, let's go back to GitHub repository, github.com/OWT hub, click on repositories, click here inside this headers store HTML files, and then after I can see a file called products.html. So what we can do, simply I will go and select all these HTML code from this file or simply click on this copy button. All the code now copied. Let's go back to VS Code, SRC folder, pages folder, and here we have product component. So what I will do, simply go remove this h1 element and paste all those HTML code in between this React fragment. And here let's do some formatting. So first I will go and remove this HTML comment line. Let's remove this one and save these changes. And let's replace this class keyword with this class name. So class equals to double quotes, Control H, and I want to replace with this class name. Now successfully, we have replaced the class keyword with the class name. Save all these changes. So if I go and okay, I think we have some errors. So click on inspect, go into console tab. And if I go at the top of this file, if I go, let's reload one more time. So I think that we have some mistake. It means we have some on-click event to this file and here it is. So let's go and remove this on-click event because we have to handle all these click events dynamically. And one more thing, also we can see that here we have the style attribute and inside this style attribute, here we have a CSS property called cursor equals to pointer. So what I will do using something like this, I'll use, let's say curly pairs again, let's say cursor equals to pointer. Now save all these changes. If I go back to browser, let's reload. And now you can see that there is no error inside this console and also inside this products component, inside this products layout. Now here we have a single product layout. Right now we can see that image is missing. So that's why already we have downloaded our image, product image right here from this GitHub repository into our last video. So what I will do after download that image, I have placed into my public folder and here it is washing machine 2.jpg. So for the time being, I will link this image file right here inside this image tag and here we can see that the image file name. So what I will do, let's go at the top of this product component and here let's import product image from. So we have to go one folder back at the label of src, then one folder back to public folder. And inside this public folder, here we have the file name called washing machine 2.jpg. Let's copy this product image. Then I will go to this src attribute. Let's remove this double quotes and file name, then curly pairs. And here we have our image name. Save these changes. So if I go okay, here we have some error that is washing machine 2.jpg. I think we have some spelling mistake. So washing machine. So what I will do, let's copy this file name and here let's save. And now we can see that here we have the product layout with the product image. So right now this is only the static value, but as we know that we have to call WooCommerce APIs. So whenever if I call WooCommerce APIs, it will return multiple products into API response. So those products I will bind with this product layout. And one more thing we can see here that inside a single product layout, here we have the information of product thumbnail image, product name like product title, product price, product description, and all about the informations of category. So let's say that I want to add one more product with the static values. What basically we have to do, let's go inside product component. Then I will go and copy this div class within this row class name. So let's copy and paste one more time. So inside this div class row, here we have two divs. Save these changes, and now you can see that here we have the two products with the static values. But as we know that inside our coming video, we have to fetch all about the dynamic products by using WooCommerce APIs. So whenever if we fetch the dynamic products, those products will be linked dynamically with this layout. So in the next video, we have to work over the component, or we have to work over the layout of single product detail page, so that whenever if I click on this product name, so I have to open the detailed information of a single product data. So for the time being, what we can do, let's set the redirection. So here, if I open this first deep class, and inside this product name, I have to handle the on click event. It means I have to click on the product title. So let's go inside this H5, and here let's on click, let's say handle single product details redirection. And here let's copy this function name. Then I'll go here, let's say const function name. Then after arrow function, and here let's say navigate. So first we have to use navigate. So import curly pairs use navigate from React Router DOM, and here let's go at the top here. So let's say const navigate equals to use navigate, and then after let's go inside this function, and here it will be navigate. So we have to navigate on to single product, so product here, and then after we have to pass the product ID. So for example, for the time being, if I use the product ID as equals to 100, so if I save these changes, if I go here, let's reload. Now whenever if I click on this product name, and now we can see that here we have the route called product and the product ID. But right now we are not handling this single product redirection, so that's why the whole page is now blank. But in the next video, what basically we have to do, we have to handle this redirection with the component called single product.jsx, because as we know that this component we have created to handle our single product page data. So overall, inside this whole course, now we have the some layout creations of home page, product page, and hopefully in the next video, we'll have the layout of single product details layout. So for this interesting course, interesting video, please hit the like button to like this video, subscribe to this channel. Now let's meet to our next amazing video. So for this video session, guys, thank you for watching and have a great day.